Hello and welcome to the Astrology and Spirituality Overview show for Friday, the 8th of January. Elisa, what cards have you chosen today?
Today we are using the Soul Purpose Oracle cards. I really love these cards because actually some of the messages in them are very, very deep. Because they look quite fun. And they are fun, but the messages can have lots of meanings.
Just popped out.
So the word on this card is friendship, and it says, "I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason." Wow. So we could be seeing that one of our friends in particular today is very important to us. Perhaps they have some news for us. Perhaps we reminisce about a time that we've had with them, or they're going to be very much at the forefront of our minds today. And it is about treasuring that friendship. And maybe it's not always easy because sometimes our friends can be like our family. And we don't always, agree on everything. But having that steadfast person there that has our back, it is a really wonderful thing. So I think that's something that we're going to be celebrating today.
I think that's lovely, particularly that Mercury is moving into Aquarius today, which is the sign of friendship. Mercury's about talk and thought. So it gives us the opportunity to move on from the more business-like transit of Mercury through Capricorn, especially as earlier this week it was in a conjunction with Pluto, which led to some very intense thinking, discussions, perhaps even some worry, perhaps also some dogmatism. Later this week, as Mercury moves into Aquarius, it's an opportunity to celebrate the things we have in common with people. It is true that it comes into conjunction with Saturn, so if there is a friendship that is struggling a little bit, there could be a rather frank discussion, but it also comes into conjunction with Jupiter, which is about what Elisa said about celebrating the good things. Now, the other thing that happens today is that Venus pitches up in the sign of Capricorn, so it's replacing Mercury. So they're in a semi-sextile, which is very positive. They've actually been in that semi-sextile all this week. So it hasn't been a very sociable week, certainly in Britain, but there probably have been some kind of linkages with certain people that have been rewarding. But Venus moving into Capricorn is a bit more materialistic, it's a bit more real. If there's a relationship that we've got that we want to take to the next level of commitment, for example, then something really significant could happen over the next 28 days. But Mercury through Aquarius, that's a really interesting one for what's going on for us all at the moment. It is about that need to try and see the bigger picture and not necessarily just go for what we want for ourselves, but what's best for everyone. But it is squaring Mars, and that can create a level of impatience. And maybe because they're both in fixed signs also, someone could say something a bit more bluntly. All these different scenarios are possible. But like Elisa said, it's about celebrating, not necessarily agreeing all the time, but the things that we have mutually between us.
Yeah, and hopefully that will level out any button of heads today if we remember what we like about that person, why we're friends with them.
And I do think some headbutting has been possible all this week, and a bit more possible today. Saturn, Mercury, Jupiter, all squaring up with Mars. That's a tasty set of influences. Not easy. If you have that in your natal chart, that would be very frustrating creating at times. So, well. From the A-Team, it's been a real honour being with you. Please look below for your free daily horoscope. If you've yet to subscribe to our channel, we'd love it if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. But from me...
And from me, it's goodbye.
And goodbye from us both. Take care.
Bye.